Usually takes people longer to realize that. And this thing's a piece of shit at this point. So I'm just gonna
Oh, but he's really destroyed
anyone else here into mumble rap? Just me? I love those guys. All of them, you know, like little Peep and little Zan and little Kid Toucher, whatever their fucking names are. I can't even keep track. The good thing about them is they just die young. Because it's not going to be good when they reach, like, retirement age. Like, if they go to, like, a retirement home or something, just sitting there like, it's cold. I like Jell-O. I just don't get it. I want to see them, like, start transitioning over into, like, acting. You know, like 50 Cent or Tupac or Eminem. Just like, look at this, like, what part of blah, 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 don't you understand? Oh, man. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm what you might call a disastrous human being. Look, I look like a bum that just hasn't reached their full potential yet. Like I should be like one of those train hopping hobos, you know, just like with a bindle and like the hobo code and stories and all that. But I'm just like a New York trash can fire bum. You know, just staying warm and singing show tunes with the rest of the guys. Just wishing Rocky good luck on his date. Just go get her, Rock. Good luck with that autistic girl. You got this. Because I'm not good at most adult things like laundry. Like, I still can't figure that out. I know you're supposed to switch it from like washer to dryer the same day. I've gotten to that part, I know that much. But your clothes just get that like basement smell. And there's just nothing worse than if you're like in a room with people and you know you smell, but they don't know it's you. So it's them just trying to compare you to things. Just, is that a wet dog covered in beer? I don't know, I think it's old garlic in a left out sandwich. I'm just not good. I'm just lucky I'm circumcised, because if I had to like maintain a foreskin, that shit would be leather at some point. It's like a hard, crusty outer shell or a Tootsie Roll Pop. Oh. This might not be a surprise, I'm divorced. I was a much different person before I got divorced, too. I was young, I was confident, I was in good shape, I was black. But now I'm just this. Just someone that looks like they're both trying to sell and buy heroin at the same time. I don't know how I pull off this look, but I do. I mean, it's working out for me, I guess. But now I'm trying to get back into the dating scene. I'm not ready to get back into the dating scene. Like, there's no dating app for me. There's no I'm into homelessdrifters.com. Like, most women look at me and think I'm just after their skin anyways. You know? I just don't have much luck. Like, I'm out of touch too. I don't really know the terms. Like, my buddy came up, he's like, yeah, man, I went to the bar, I smashed this Puerto Rican chick. I'm like, oh, dude, that's a hate crime. Like, I'm glad you're proud of it, I just don't know why you're bragging. Keep that shit to yourself, man. Most homeless men, I'm sorry. Fuck, man. Like most divorced men, I'm not exactly homeless. I have a shelter. Like I'm renting a basement now. But when you look like Fidel Castro and Charles Manson had a baby, dating is hard enough. Have you ever tried bringing them back to a basement? Seriously, because when you open up that cellar door and just motion to get in, they freak out. I don't know if you ever tried to give a cat a bath, but it's the same reaction. Just teeth and claws. I was at a bar recently, and there was a group of people at a table, and I didn't know what was going on. They just had like a draft board and everything, and it was like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" Like, we're picking for fantasy football. Oh, that's cool. You into fantasy football? I'm like, oh, I'm more into fantasy role play. And they're looking at me. I'm like, oh, you guys. I mean, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not into like touching elves or dwarves or whatever. Because they gave me a weird look, and I didn't know how to explain it. I don't know anything about football. So I picked Thor. That wasn't a good pick. It was not.
If you're Thor or Rogers, you had a pretty good choice.
There's a football player named... Oh, fuck. I gotta rethink that choice. Captain Steve Rogers, then. How about that one? He's a captain. You can call some plays, I guess. You know what? I was watching... side note. I was watching Daredevil on Netflix. And at one point, he was like hiding in like an alley, in like a shadow. And I was just like, how does he know he's in the shadows? Like some good ambient lighting, and he's fucked. I was in Vermont. I was doing stand-up at a festival. It was a music festival. So it was just a bunch of hippies. You know what hippies are really into? It's not stand-up comedy. They just kind of looked at me and just like, I guess he forgot his guitar. Oh well. Worked out well. It's weird, because I didn't even know Vermont was a state until I got there. I thought it was like a city. Because if you ever put like a puzzle together, New England's just one piece. So, I mean, I'm not going to break that down in all the states. I haven't got that kind of time. It was weird. Seems like the only things that like Vermont produces, it seems, is just rain and syrup and witches. I didn't want to piss anybody off in New England. Oh man, I pulled up. I got to work late the other day, so I like just parked my car. I was like, all right, shit, I gotta run to the door now. I forgot that I'm like past the point where I can just run anywhere. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I get like 3 steps in, and I'm just like, oh, it's reverse Forrest Gump. Just like, ah! I need a brace. I'm just trying to get through the rest of the day. I just feel defeated. I'm just glad no one saw that. So I'm just like cutting, I'm just getting ready for work. And also my buddy comes up, he's like, man, are you okay? I'm like, why? It's like, I saw you out the window. Did you have a stroke? It's like, no, I try to run 5 feet. I forgot I need to stretch for everything now. Like, if I don't stretch before I take a shit in the morning, it's bad. Like, I pulled a muscle one day. I thought someone stabbed me. A terrible 911 call. Yeah, no, I'm getting older. And I think that's the best case scenario for most people, is like continually going forward instead of just stopping. Well, yeah, I'm at the point now where it's like Like, I can't even eat beef anymore. It's like my stomach just forgot how to digest it. Just kind of takes it, just tries to put it back together. I just force it out. I'm just like, I'm done with this. Just force it out. Mornings are terrible. Like, I miss a lot of things. I miss being able to, like, sleep on a couch and not be crippled the next day. Like, those were the days. Oh, man. You know, just being able to, like, party all night, just do rails of coke, and now if I have 2 cups of coffee within an hour, I have a panic attack. It's no good. Oh, man. I don't know if most people would agree with this, but I think it would have really sucked to live in the Old West. It would have, I really do think so. It's pretty much just like anything was a life-risking adventure. Like, everyone you knew pretty much died of things like dysentery. Or like, that's an adventure, just getting up and taking a shit, and just, I hope this ends at some point. Even the things we take for granted now, like dick pics, like back then, because you'd have to stand still for like an hour to get your picture taken back then. You know, if you try to maintain an erection for over an hour, it's not easy. You slap that thing around like Rihanna a couple of times. Oh, come on, they're a beautiful couple.
Too soon.
You gotta send that thing off at Pony Express, and that guy's gotta dodge like Indian war parties and highway bandits and all that. And finally gets there, and she's been dead for like a month from syphilis or some shit. And it's just the family, and they gotta open up this telegraph. It's a blurry picture of you naked like a ghost. Or even emojis back then, so you had like etch in a cactus. Because they didn't have eggplants back then. Not here anyway, I don't know. There's still where they grow eggplant. I don't even know what country those are from. Italy? Why not? You gotta read that little telegram. It's just like, my dearest Emily, you up?